Leaf fans, I beg you, stop ripping on TJ Brodie. Look at this face. How can you rip on that man? TJ Brodie has just been so good for the past several years. And every single year, the Leafs pick one defenseman. I'm sure it's not just the Leafs, probably every single sports team. They pick one defender and they just eat him alive. And over the past few weeks, TJ Brodie is starting to be that name that I hear of people just like attacking. Be careful what you wish for, guys. He is such a stud, and you don't want to run this man out of town, that's for sure. As soon as Klingberg got hurt, the mob immediately went to TJ Brodie, and I'm here to tell you, just stop. Just don't do that. TJ Brodie, since being signed to the Leafs, has been just such a wonderful addition. He doesn't put a ton of points up, but he's just a steady defensive defenseman. He's a perfect complement to Morgan Rielly. He's not overly physical, but he just is so steady back there, and he eats so many minutes for us. If you look at him over the past few years, since joining Toronto, 21.5 minutes, 21 minutes, 21 minutes. This year, 22.5 minutes. And I believe it's like over 3 minutes a game. It's over here. Over 3 minutes a game shorthanded for TJ Brodie. He is number 2 on our team in terms of ice time. Morgan Rielly's 25-11. TJ Brodie's 22-27. He's a positive every single year. I know plus minus isn't the greatest stat, but when you see a player positive every single year, it tells you something. It's the same in Calgary. He's just been so steady. And I just see people wanting to just like fire him off the moon. It's like and I just want to shake them. It's like, guys, he's playing the hardest minutes against the best people in the world. But I want to say he is a number 3 defenseman, and we're playing him as a number 2 right now. So he is slotted. We are using him too much right now. You know, the past few years when he was at 21, that was a lot better than 22. You know, if he's just around 20.5 minutes a game, maybe 21, that would be perfect. But 22.5 is too much. That I can tell you for sure. But to get rid of our second best defenseman, Rielly's been so good, but to get rid or to attack our second best defenseman is such a terrible thing to do. Be careful what you wish for, because it's like the grass isn't greener. I see people like throw him into a Tanev package just as like a cap dump. It's like, guys, you realize that Tanev and Brodie are very comparable. It's like you lose Brodie and you get Tanev and not much changes. It's like you're getting the same quality of defenseman back. Adding a Tanev to a Brodie, okay, great. Obviously, if you look at my last 2 videos, Tanev isn't the target that I want. I'm looking for Hanifin. Noah Hanifin would be a great addition. Then we have Morgan Rielly as a number 1. We have Hanifin as a number 2. We have Brodie as a number 3. And then people start slotting into place quite nicely. But here's the warning, fellow Leafs fans. I beg you, please stop getting on TJ Brodie's case. He's not perfect. Nobody is. But the grass is surely not greener on the other side. To upgrade TJ Brodie would cost so much. It would be insane. You know, if you want to basically upgrade TJ Brodie, you need like a more physical, bigger TJ Brodie. And those guys will cost a first, a top prospect, a second as well. Like, it would cost so much, and we don't have the assets. And those guys just don't ever become available. It's so rare, especially on the right side. So please, I beg you, please stop. He's just so good. Just look at this face. Be nice to him. Be kind. Like, we run out somebody every single year. But, like, let's not choose TJ Brodie. Pick anybody except Rielly and TJ Brodie. I don't care. Rip on anybody else. Just don't pick him. Please. I'll see you tomorrow. Much love, everybody. Brian the Leafs guy out. Thanks for watching.